Alright. So I should be streaming now. Stream starting, it says. Okay. Well, welcome back to Let's Play ToME. You Never Leave Bree challenge. That's why he's a home buddy. Bozo, the zombie troll alchemist, is going to continue his journey towards fabulous wealth, max stats. Oh, there's another potion of intelligence already. I just ended off the last episode with the potion of intelligence. Failure. So let's see if we can get it this time. There we go. While destroying it, you gain insight into this item. So, I'm only getting 2 essences of confusion for some reason. There's a percentage chance you don't get all the essences from an item. I don't know what it is. I think it's about 30% roughly. But anyway, I can now make potions of intelligence from essences of knowledge, which are super easy to get. Eight essences of knowledge, 8 essences of confusion, less easy to get, kind of hard to get, and essences of magic, which are expensive to get. Fortunately, I already have some over here. Do I have any confusion? I have insufficient confusion. So, and I'm also poor again. How many? I've got some essences of poison still, so let's see what I can do about confusion. Okay, 8 scrolls of monster confusion. Let's see if they have a wand of confuse. No. Okay. I was just going to try to compare the price to see which was more cost effective to go for. Let's sell back these empty scrolls of nothing because they're useless to me. And yeah, now I've got 11 essences of confusion. That's enough for 1 potion of intelligence. Oh, I am a low level. Okay, so yeah, the explosion chance I was not anticipating getting, since thought I was high enough ranks to be beyond that for the stat potions. So I'm going to hold off on the rest of that for now. Oh, did I just... Yeah, I completely forgot, and I just slept through an entire day. Oh, that was worth it. Nope, nothing there. Where is it? B. So yeah, I am just gonna hold off on the stat gains until I've gotten another level at this point. So in the meantime, it's going to be just about getting rich. Because what I want to gain a level is expensive. See, there's a potion of strength. Yeah, let's go for the steel. Nope. Oh well. I will now just be able to focus on getting rich, I suppose. Think that'll do it? Yep. So yeah, that place will open back up in a few days, and in the meantime, let's kill this village idiot. And in the meantime, I'm just looking for more bolts or other ammunition of exploding. And it's clearly not the most reliable money. If I wanted super reliable money, I would do Torches of Fearlessness. Oh, speaking of which, I have an ever-burning torch that should be of Fearlessness, because I don't have Resist Fear innately. I do have an Essence of Light. So let's take off the torch. And now we have an ever-burning torch of Fearlessness, and I Resist Fear. Awesome. That in itself would probably be worth a pretty penny, but it's my ever-burning torch. I'm not going to sell it. Whoops. At least not until I get a better light source. Wow, this scrawny cat is threatening to kick my ass. There we go. So yeah, ever-burning, or not ever-burning, but light sources of Fearlessness are fairly reliable money. There are a couple of just straight upgrades that you can do to items, but it's time intensive and not really worth it, because flipping items like that just isn't. The items you make out of them, unless you get better recipes, are just not worth it. So even though the ammo I'm after is rather uncommon, this is probably the most efficient way to get money, just in terms of resource management and time you have to spend finagling with your inventory. I'm going to drop that Essence of Confusion, since, as I have hopefully now demonstrated, those are good to have. We need those for our Potions of Intelligence, and I believe another kind of potion. And I'm going to go ahead and sell this unidentified scroll. And it was treasure detection, so that's fine. Probably the only money that's worth going after, because I mean, I could flip the scrolls of enchant armor and enchant weapon damage into potions of explosion, and those sell for quite several thousand. And I'm pretty sure they don't have a chance to explode anymore. I mean, they were, what, 80-90%? Just with nothing beyond my starting 1 rank in alchemy. And if I find something I really want, I will probably, resort to that. Another Essence of Confusion. Let's see. Sooner or later, in the black market, I will find a potion of enlightenment, which is made with essences of knowledge, which are super common. I think the Scroll of Identify gives you 8 of them, and Scrolls of Greater Identify give you 20. And since you're probably going to be buying Scrolls of Greater Identify for their magic essences, you're going to end up with a lot of knowledge essences left over, and you can just turn those into a stack of 99 potions of enlightenment, which are good for dungeons. You want to keep one of those on you when you're finally ready to go questing. But they also will sell for I think about 500 to 1,000 gold, depending on your charisma. If you max out your charisma, they go for, I think, a couple thousand. So it's not the best return, but it is the most reliable. Oh my god, it's open, and there it is, the potion of experience. That's why I need to be rich. That's why I need all the money I can get, because they are just over 100,000 gold a piece to buy at my current charisma level, and since they're black market only, they're not going to get much below that. I would be surprised if they ever cost less than 90,000. But a potion of experience will give you a somewhat scaled amount of experience that caps at 100,000 experience points. For until I think about the 20s or so in level, you will get several levels from drinking a potion of experience, and until somewhere in the 30s, you will get one level per potion. At which point it will take more than 100,000 experience to get a single level. But more importantly, you can craft them from essences in town. Sooner or later, I will get the recipe for a potion of experience, and then my whole life will be making potions of experience and just gaining levels until I'm level 45 or 50. And that's how you get to level 50 without leaving Bree. Is that little goodie right there, and an alchemist. So you could do it with any class, but an alchemist being able to craft them means you don't have to find all of them in the store. Because I'm trying to remember, I believe it's about, I know it's over 100. I think it's about 110, 120 potions of experience to go from level 1 to level 50. I've got a little bit of head start. I'm at level 5, so I'm going to skip some of the inefficiently scaled early levels, because it won't give me a flat 100,000 experience if I drink it now. But still, I'm going to want at least 100 of these. And trying to buy them all from the black market is not a good idea. But I have no chance of buying this. I'm going to have to go for the steal. Everyone pray with me. Nobody's here. God damn it. Well, that was a bitch. But now you know why I want to be filthy rich, because if I had the money for that, I'd be probably level 8 now. You know what, just for some math's sake. Alright, so it's 214 gold per scroll. I get a couple essences of explosion per scroll. Let's try this out. Alright, so that was 2,140 gold invested. I bought the wrong one. That was to hit, that was not to damage. Okay, so 1,070 gold invested. So yeah, it looks like 3 is the most, and sometimes you get a lower. So that's enough for one potion, because it takes 6. But I got... not quite. Where is it? Detonations, there it is. Oh, I'm still only 90%. Okay, I got it. And then the one... God damn it. One potion will sell for about 4,000. So yeah, that's 4 to 1, and it's fairly steady, but I'm still sitting on 90% chance. I want to sell back the empty scrolls. That's 10 more gold to the good, I guess. Let's drop the other ones. Okay, so that's enough for another potion, but I really don't want to blow myself up, and I do have 13 essences of light accidentally. I'm curious the price difference between a lantern of fearlessness and a torch of fearlessness. So let's get one of each. So the torch sells for 1,550, and the lantern sells for 1,850. So torches do pay for themselves slightly better. Or I'm sorry, lanterns do pay for themselves slightly better. But it's not worth waiting for lanterns. The other problem is this is going to fill up the store's inventory really quickly. And I have to do this, what, 6 times to get the same, 5 or 6 times to get the same money as one piece of ammunition that is venomous exploding. How many essences of light do I have left? 6. And he's got not 6 slots left. No, screw it. Even if I bought and made the 6 more torches right now, what the hell did I just lose? Oh, an empty bottle. I don't really care. But it's the principle of the thing. Now I need to kill him. There he is. That was not him. Maybe that's him. That was him. Okay. No, I don't want to buy the one that's 25% off because then my sell price will be 25% lower. That's obviously bad. Alright, so... So yeah, this isn't bad money. I mean, I've gotten a fair amount of that off of that, about 30 grand, give or take. But it's slow money. Whereas I could make 30 grand off of 3 pieces of ammunition and 3 poison essences. As opposed to 16 essences of light. But it might be worth... Oh, he's only got 1. If I see another decent stack of brass lanterns, I'll probably do it just to try to get myself to the point that I can buy my first potion of experience. When that store opens up again and when he stocks another one. Again, just 1. Oh, man. Come on. Give me some good ammo. This would be much less complicated if you would just give me the ammo I want. Oh, what is that? It's some bird. A chaffinch. Which I guess is a kind of finch, or something based on a finch. But, anyway, so potions of experience are the #1 thing that I want. That's places 1 through 10 on the list of things to get and recipes to get. Stat potions are obviously next on the list. And after that, the next thing I'm going to want two things. I'm going to want a vampiric weapon. Vampiric weapons obviously drain life from enemies that you hit. You know, you hit something, it damages it and replenishes your own life. So it is healing while in melee, which is super valuable. But normally at the cost of your max HP. Essence of Darkness, that will be important later. And the thing I'm going to want, as well as that... Whoops, what am I doing? As well as that recipe, is a Shadow Blade from the black market. And a Shadow Blade, despite the name, is a regular non-magical weapon. It's kind of like the exploding ammo. What do I... Oh, that just gives me knowledge. That was a waste. I forgot what essences those gave me, and I just wanted to check if it was something I cared about. Like, if it was light, I could use it for torches or lanterns. If it was darkness, I could save it for later. But no, it's just knowledge. Anyway, a Shadow Blade is technically a non-magical weapon, and it doesn't even count as a brand. You can double enchant a Shadow Blade, unlike an exploding piece of ammo. Or actually, I don't know if you can double enchant an exploding piece of ammo. Maybe you can, and I just never do because I never need it for an alchemist. But the point is, a Shadow Blade increases your stealth, which means it has a what's called a P-val, or I guess it means power value. You know, insert whatever term you want to use that P-val means. Potion of Constitution, but I am trying to... Oh, by the way, Black Market's back open. I am trying to save for that Potion of Experience when it shows up, so I'm going to hold off. I don't really need Constitution yet. Again, 1 piece of ammunition. And instant 10 grand. I guess it's a net of 9 grand, roughly. Come on, there we go. A Misty Potion. Let's see what that is. Salt water. Salt water is actually not bad to extract. I forget what essence it is, if it's darkness or it could... I think it's darkness in salt water. But if you do find them as a junk drop from a townsperson... There we go, 14 iron bolts exploding. That's... or iron shots exploding. That's what I've been looking for. And that is the problem with enchanting stacks of things, is that it increases the chance you get a cursed item, or a stack of cursed items. So what I have to do is I have to go get a scroll of remove curse to remove the curse, because you cannot extract from cursed items. But now that they're uncursed but negative, I can pull the poison essences back out of them and just try again. And there we go. 14 double-branded shots that the storekeeper will actually buy. And now I've got enough for that that stupid potion of experience when it shows up. How am I on poison essences? I'm not super great, but there aren't any. Right, anyway, Shadow Blade. It enhances your stealth, but with something called a P-Val. Power value, whatever. As long as it's not cursed, the power value, P-Val, I'm just going to say P-Val, will be positive. Vampiric weapons reduce your max HP because by default they are branded to modify your max HP and they have a negative P-Val, so it reduces it. Potion of Wisdom. I actually do have the money if I wanted to get that. And I am going to need Wisdom. And I do not get the recipe. So what you do is you take a Shadow Blade, which has a positive P-Val. You enchant it with a vampiric enchantment, which modifies your max HP. And 9 times out of 10, the weapon will keep its positive P-Val, and you will get a weapon that, 1, does extra damage because it drains life from your enemies, 2, improves your stealth, and 3, raises your max HP by a percentage. And that is something that you can double brand later on as well. You can, have a vampiric Shadow Blade of extra attacks, for example. And then you're doing everything great. Did I just get a cursed item off of a 1-shot? Yeah. A stack of 1, and it was cursed. But since it has a technically positive bonus to hit there, the +0, I can still sell it to the store. The store still says, it's okay. I get less money for it, but I don't have to worry about redoing it. So, the upshot is, if you're an alchemist, your weapon through the entire game, assuming you do this before you leave Bree, it's not necessary, but your weapon for most of the game, even in a normal playthrough, is going to be awesome. Because it's going to drain life, heal you, and increase your max HP. And you can improve it later on. It is so good that it is almost certainly better than whatever artifact weapons you can drop or you can find. Even ones that you can customize. Yes, the greatest strength of the alchemist is being able to make custom artifacts, which will possibly eventually happen if I do this challenge correctly or successfully. So yeah, what you may have noticed in the store there, god damn it, I needed that. There was an item that I still couldn't afford to buy that was some red dragon scale mail. Dragon scale mail is the best armor in the game. barring certain fixed artifacts. 2 unidentified potions. Well, let's do something with that. Icky green is going to be slime mold juice, so we can just go ahead and sell that. That's one of the items that's always fixed. Icky green potions are always potions of slime mold juice. Clear potions are, in most versions of Angband, in most Angband variants, and always potions of water. In ToME, they could also be good potions called morphic oils of various things. So they're not an automatic sell. That is, yeah, I can afford that. 25% off. Let's do it. Still no recipe. Did give me some essences of poison, though. Strength is one of the easier types of potion to create. But anyway, yeah. Even though I have more money than you probably ever need in a casual playthrough, like you will be finding better stuff in dungeons by the time you have this much money, I still cannot afford power or any dragon scale mail. And if I see any rings of speed, they will be well out of my reach, or boots of speed. Rings of speed and boots of speed, I believe, go for around 2 million gold in the black market. So, not getting one of those anytime soon. I will want one eventually, though. But no matter how fabulously wealthy you are, you can always use more money, is what I'm saying, as an alchemist. Another potion of wisdom, but it would put me under the threshold of potion of experience. Let me see if I can do anything about that. Doesn't look like it. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it. Like I said, I can't even craft the potions safely yet, so I have no need to hurry when it comes to the stat potions. And as you can see already, they show up almost commonly compared to potions of experience. So, there's another one already. But I'm not too worried about wisdom because it doesn't do anything for me in town until much, much later. It is a prerequisite stat for artifact crafting. Artifact crafting is not going to happen until I'm almost done with the challenge. Or I am done with the challenge and I'm back on to actually finishing the game. If I even do that, is... Yeah, I probably ought to show off the whole game, but who's even going to be caring to watch at that point? Who's even caring to watch right now? That's what I'm wondering. Wand of Essence, or no, that's 2 Wands of Essence of Speed. But that's tempting, because time, that would give me Essences of Time, which are a bit hard to come by in town. But it's not worth throwing off the wait for the Potion of Experience. How am I on? Oh, I'm still on 20. Oh yeah, because I'm having a hell of a time finding ammunition in this playthrough for some reason. You know what? I'm desperate enough. I'm going to buy the black market ones. Yep, they didn't come up... As long as they don't come up cursed, it's probably worth it. It's only 8 grand profit per instead of almost 10, but... Hell, I'll take it. I'm desperate. So yeah, I only made, what, about 30 grand off of that? Yeah, let's try again. There we go. Okay. But yeah, explosion and poison are both really easy to come by in town. So strength is easy to max out once I'm high enough level that I can craft the potions 100% of the time. Metallic red potion. Let's see what that is. Was it a potion of sleep. Get fucked. Yeah, in looking at it, the difference in charisma here, or the difference in price at this level of charisma, it's actually not that big a gulf. I could just buy that potion to drink it. That's tempting. It would save me from scrounging for some difficult to get ingredients. Yeah, I'll do it. There. So, yeah, 2 potions of intelligence later, I'm up to a whopping 5 intelligence. Alright, let's see what potion of blindness, I believe is... Nope, I just got screwed out of whatever the essence is. But I believe it's darkness, which would have been nice to have. There we go, 10. Whoops. See, now that one's only 724. Why did the last one I buy cost almost 1,500? So yeah, there's 100 grand right there. I just need the potion of experience to show up again. But that is the challenge, isn't it? It's a test of patience. Once you know what you're doing, this is a test of patience more than anything else. And we didn't see it in this playthrough, but you can absolutely have your character die making that first potion of detonations. You can have your character die in the home quest to the bandit. So you might actually have a test of patience just restarting until you get a solid run going. I mean, I crafted 2 potions just this episode that were less than 100%, and a backfire would have killed me. So I could have lost, you know, the whole first hour, the whole first episode of this, and the time I spent now. Just on bad rolls. But we're persevering. We had the good stealing luck early. We lost it this episode, it seems. We haven't died yet, which is always good. I haven't gotten swarmed by these packs of street urchins that can absolutely just decimate your wallet. A map of Minas Anor. Maybe later on I would buy something like that if we decide to do the whole storyline quest. Because there is an overworld to this. Obviously, I was starting in town and there's no dungeon entrance here. Actually, there is. It's just off screen, but you can't see it. But there is an overworld. There are multiple towns, multiple dungeons, and Minas Anor, aka Gondor. Or no, Minas Anor isn't Gondor. Um, it's the other dungeon, isn't it? Man, now I'm blanking out. Where's my Tolkien lore? This is what I get for trying to spout lore without looking it up. But no, it's the tower opposite Gondor. Alright, so this was a potion of water. So any other clear potions I get will be morphic oils, which are good to sell or extract from. Oh, jeez. There we go. No, Minas Anor is the tower opposite Gondor in Mordor, where Frodo's taken when he's captured, right? I believe so. Unless they just... Or do they rename it from Minas Anor to Minas Tirith in the time period of the books? Which then renames to Gondor, which renames to whatever the hell. Because everything's got to have 5 different names. This is not the same one. But he did give me some gold. Anyway, there's an overworld. And it's all hidden. It's all, fog of war. Until you explore it. So you don't know where any of the other dungeons are. Or any of the other towns are, or anything, until you go wandering around in the overworld. I need more essences of poison. But maps that you can buy, once read, they disappear, but they reveal that location on the overworld map. Potion of Dexterity. That would help me steal things in future. So you know what? I'm just going to buy it and drink it. So the maps can actually stop you from wandering around a fair bit. Especially the further away cities like Minas Anor and Gondolin, which is around at this point. Pretty sure this just gives me life. Yeah, that just gave me life. But I got the empty bottle, which is probably actually more valuable than the essence of life. The most common map you'll find is the map... Well, the most common one you'll find is the map of Bree, which makes no sense, because unless you're doing a certain special run, you're going to start in Bree. But the next most common one is the map to Lothlorien, which is generally the second town you go to. And you do most of the game just out of Bree and Lothlorien. And later on, when you get to the levels in the 40s, you will end up going to Gondolin mostly for the quests rather than a base. It is near the final dungeon, but by that point you just have so many sources of things like recall that you just teleport back to town directly from the dungeon, and then can teleport directly from there back to the dungeon after you're stocked up. Still not seeing any noxious cloud wands. Anyway. So you'll go to Gondolin for the quests mostly. You'll go to Gondor. Possibly just in the course of a single quest. It's absolutely not necessary to ever go there for dungeoneering purposes. And aside from one quest, yeah, let's get more dexterity so we can steal stuff better. Aside from that one quest, it doesn't really have any notable quests. The only other thing you would ever go to Gondor, I'm just going to say Gondor. The only other thing you would ever go to Gondor for, well, 13, I'm going to need more poison. That's the wrong stack. I want to sell. Oh. They came out cursed. Anyway, let me get it out finally. The only thing you'd ever go to Gondor for, other than that, is if you find the Broken Sword Narsil, which is an artifact broken sword, but it's crap because it's broken. If you take it to Aragorn or whoever the hell in Gondor, because Aragorn's there, so it's kind of after the books, but Gondolin's still around, so it's kind of before the books. And, you know, Sauron is also still around. Anyway, you take it to him as part of a quest, and he will turn it into Anduril, the the sword reforged. And then it's a pretty nice artifact weapon, but not the nicest one, which is kind of weird. You would think that it would be better than the others since you have the quest attached. But I don't think there's much of a quest. I think you just go there and turn it in, and he turns it right into the better one. And now that I'm out of poison essences, I'm just finding the ammo left and right. Charisma, yes, we want this. Okay, so let's use the Wand of Teleport away as a judge. It's 208.12. 205.93. So 1 point is very minor. More importantly, I will be able to sell. Sell all this ammunition that I'm making for a better price. See, that dude just stole 10 grand from me. That's some straight bullshit. Man, I'm just getting ripped off left and right here. I still haven't found the one that stole from me. Because if I kill that one, he'll drop the 10 grand again, and I wants it. I need that 10 grand. That's probably the agent who stole my scroll, yep. Just make sure he's not over there. Nope. There he is. Bam. Okay. And now I've completely lost my train of thought, because that sucked. Double chainmail of resistance. Of resistance is another good thing to have for the early on part, because it gives you all the base resistances. I think just the base ones. It might give you a high one as well. Let's check. It does. It gives you one high resist and then acid, electricity, fire, and cold, which are the low resists or base resists. Give me some frickin' Noxious Cloud wands, please. I should probably be ending this stream soon, but I am sitting on like... I don't even need this. How many... I'm sitting on 25. Why have I got a ration of food? Sitting on 25 exploding pieces of ammo. Just begging to be turned into cash monies. Alright, I know the strength one gives poison. I'm pretty sure the constitution one gives poison. Yep, it did. And no recipes. Come on, I just need one wand from this store. Wow. What is going on with my luck right now? And there's 12 more. Jeez. I'm so heavily invested in inventory right now. But I can't leverage it because I'm not getting the stupid common item of the Wand of Noxious Cloud. Sure, let's grab another one. That puts us at what, 33? And no, I could just make with what I have and... Yeah, there we go. And it's one wand with 8 charges. Wow, okay. So one of them came out cursed. Let's do... Okay, so... Let's sell this, get that potion of intelligence. Now I've got to deal with curse nonsense. I did get all 8 back. Right. So now I just have the discounted ones to worry about. And I'm rich. Rich enough that I don't have to worry about buying ammo from the black market. There we go. 5 wands with 35 charges. That should hold me for a little while. Yep, that works. Drop off the Essence of Light. Forgot to sell off the empty wand. Let's just drop them there. They'll be gone by morning. There we go. Okay, almost 500,000. I'm just gonna rest till morning. Well, fairly close to 500,000 gold. Got the recipe for Potion of Intelligence. Have caught sight of a Potion of Experience, but didn't get it. But we're on our way. We've got enough so that if we find another one, we can just buy it. And then the leveling can continue. So that'll do it for this week. Until next time, I've been Circle Master. I'll see you then.